Hey, welcome to Two Penny Props. I'm Penny, and today I'm showing you the Fist of Rukt after weeks of teasing you. So let's just get into the video. Obviously I've got to take a step back because it's a pretty big prop. So this is the Fist of Rukt. As you can see, it's pretty big and it's a bit cramped for my workshop. So let's take this outside and get some B-roll footage. Right, we're back inside the shop, so you can see the lights a little better. I do apologise for lighting because I was planning to do this outside like I said. So as you can see, it's got LEDs. So I'm just going to put this down here and move the camera so we can get a nice close shot of all the details and I can go into the prop itself. This is the controller. The controller also, I'll swing that round for you. I'm breaking my workshop, bear with me. All slot into there to make it easier. So I'm going to show off the lights. So as it's RGB, it can change. So if I really wanted to, we can turn this into the Fist of Rave, if it'll work. Of course I'm filming, it don't work. There we go. So there we can go, we can make it very ravey, yeah, so that'd be fun at night time at Comic Con. So anyway, another mode I do like is a red. It's like 8-year-old's Nick the Hammer finally recovered it. As he's now the leader of the Brutes, this is very fitting. I do like the red. So anyway, back to the default colour. So it's enough LEDs for now. So back to the default colour. And we'll slot this back in here. And we get some better shots now that we're indoors. So add as much detail as possible, like the leather wraps. I decided to make it thicker, because I was thinking, you know, I'd really dive into the Brutes and think, Brutes have got big ape hands, and so their wraps are going to be bigger, and the hides from their planet, the animals are probably a bit more, you know, bigger. So I'd really deep dive into the mind of the Brute to make this. So, you know, they've got big claws, so, you know, it gets roughed up by the hands, so I made it really worn out and did some highlighting on the edges because, you know, it makes it look raw, like it's been worn down to the raw state of the leather. So it's very, you know, I put every bit of detail I could into this prop. So I'm going to move on to the handle bit right now. So I made the pommel on the end beat up as well to meet the aesthetic. Obviously I don't think a Brute could make a perfectly polished round pommel, so that's why it's a bit rough. And I also did the tribal patterns I've seen in the game. So there's quite a lot of source material for this, so I went with the Todd McFarlane Brute Hammer design for the tribal pattern. And it's turned out very well. I carved it in, and then I used a bit of foam clay to fill it in to smooth it out, and it's on both sides. So I made the hammer itself detachable. It goes in here, and it's pretty snug, so don't move around. So I did a textured paint job on this. It's mostly silver with some grey and some different shades. I kind of dabbed it all on to give it that kind of worn metal look. And I kind of gave it a forged look, you know, rough around the edges where it would have been probably welded rather. the what I like to call them, the gravity devices themselves took a very long time. It's very repetitive. And it took quite a while for me to figure out how to make it. It's not 100% accurate considering there's about 4 different versions of the hammer. So I just kind of went with a design I was comfortable with. These rings here were 3D printed with my 3D printer. And I designed them on CAD software. So these were a lifesaver because they work really well and they do emit the light and diffuse it very well. Overall, I think I did a good job, and I'd like to hear what you think in the comments. And I hope you stick around, so feel free to subscribe and like this video. It really helps, especially when I'm as new as I am. So this is 2 Penny Props, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.